welcome to the house that Rodney built. Leahy turned into legacy, Parsegan renovated, and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Fair catch called for and made. Set for first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's going to take a shot. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Bringing it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That is not how you drew it up offensively. You want to come out, get some things established, get your quarterback in a rhythm, get the positive mojo going. The opposite just happened. Just made a big mistake. Now you just created so much momentum for the other team. Defense, please come and bail me out.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume. It'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looking to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back on the move. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. And it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got him downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. They're trying to get to it. Grab near the sticks. It's Page. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going.
And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up the sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. Mike Stonebreaker, Manti Te'o type play.
Hey, when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down, get in the quarterback's face, make his life heck. Really nice job by the linebacker there.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And they got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45.
Oklahoma 7, Notre Dame 0.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Dropping back, it's DeMarco. Pocket starts to collapse. On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown Sooners! What a grab and go for the score. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Notre Dame 0.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner will be knocked down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you.
Can anyone catch him? He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Irish! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Now on the move. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint and try to put some points on the board.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. The give out of the gun. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Okay, ready? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going to try to get it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Now, a 4th down.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. So they take advantage of good starting field position, move the ball 35 yards, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They've got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
On defense, when they line up with numbers, when they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull 1 or 2 guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on their heels.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Flying out to the left. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. I really like this call to go for it on 4th down in this area of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Trying to take it back. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball into a bad situation, but we're definitely trying to get a touchdown.
Spins away from the defense. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've been running it, but now the pass. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in this.
And they got him for the sack.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front 7. And linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that from him right there.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll go with a direct snap. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
We're seeing this more and more often in college football with the analytics and everything else, but 4th and inches, they decide to go for it, and they pick it up on the ground.
You know, I really think it's a smart move, too, because why just give up and hand them the ball and give the defense a boost of morale that they really didn't earn?
Yeah, and I like the decision, too, based on who their personnel is and what their identity is as an offense. They want to be physical and control the line of scrimmage. It's a good call.
And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up here.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. To the air, it's DeMarco. Working that left side now. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make two in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. Try to get it on the ground. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down, everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
Feeling some heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it, there's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now, next down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Wide out in motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He makes the connection. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Trying to get to him. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And that was the free safety, right? That looked like a skinny guy. Usually it's the big boys up front that are getting the sacks on the quarterback, but it's nice when you got guys of different speed that can chase these fast quarterbacks, catch them, and get them on the ground.
Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
4th down coming up.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Oklahoma 24, Notre Dame 21.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Breaks the tackle. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I've been really impressed watching this guy carry the football. It's been a serious workload. They've been force-feeding him the rock throughout the course of the game, and what's most impressive, he's getting better as the game goes on. That was his longest run of the game.
quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They're bringing heat. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's DeMarco. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Looking for his man in the middle. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Makes the grab. Running toward the tape. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Irish! They move on top here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Florida. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Got enough for the first down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's DeMarco. Going over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. On his feet at the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The noise level is relentless here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Got some room headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Quarterback will keep it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close at line of scrimmage.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Touchdown Sooners! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
31, Notre Dame, 28.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to fire on second down. He's taking a deep shot. Pulls it in on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. From the gun to give, looking for room. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Quick strike complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Well, this was an offensive showcase.